Hello, everybody. This is Nia, and this is Virago, Woman Warrior. So, I wanted to come on just to share some things that were on my mind. I celebrated a birthday yesterday. So, as usual, when my birthday comes, it's usually a time where I reflect on things, I think about the past year and the different things that have happened, the different things that God has brought me through that past year, but also just through my life in general. I just tend to think about things. And I didn't really want to do much. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I can't even say that because I've always been like a chill, laid back person or whatever. But I didn't want to do much. I just wanted to chill with my kids. Always got to have good food. I wanted to have some good food. And I love movies. So I just wanted to watch a few good movies. I didn't want to go out or do anything. And it made me think about how, a lot of us are in a time where God is pruning us. He's cutting away things. He's cutting away people. He's having us leave places, leave spaces, leave people, sever friendships and different things like that for whatever reason. Doesn't have to be anything bad, but there's a lot of pruning, and pruning hurts. Pruning hurts. It's that cutting away, but just like a gardener does, it's the cutting away so that you can grow more. And so I was thinking about that, how we'll look back and we'll reflect on things. And it's so easy to look at things in a negative light and be lost in the emotion of it. And there's nothing wrong with feeling bad about what you have had to let go of, or who you have had to let go of, or where you have had to leave from. But the thing is to not stay in that negative emotion, not stay in those negative feelings. It's easy to do, to get into that sullen, sad place and everything. But whatever God has cut away, or whatever, or whoever he's asking us to leave, it's so that we can get to a better place. He's trying to bring us somewhere. Some of us, he may be bringing us somewhere physically, or he may be bringing us somewhere mentally, or spiritually. He could be trying to bring us to another level. But even mentally, when I was thinking about everything, it was like, wow, I am so grateful to God just for peace of mind, because there was a time in my life where I just did not have any peace. And it was mainly because of a lot of choices and decisions that I had made. Sometimes life is just life, things happen. But a lot of the things that I went through was because of the choices that I had made. And so, because of people that I linked up with, it just brought so much chaos and stuff into my life. And I was thinking about that yesterday, like, God, I just thank you for peace. I thank you for peace of mind, not having all that adrenaline and excitement all the time, all that anger, all that frustration, not being able to sleep, being with people where they're not treating you right, and they're cheating on you, and they're doing this and doing that, and you're living with people, or being in a relationship with people where you're fussing and you're fighting and all kinds of stuff is going on. It's the worst thing. You just have no peace. You don't even want to be home. You don't want to be in your house. I used to be at my girlfriend's house all the time because I just didn't want to be in my house, because I didn't have peace. I was neglecting things at home. I wasn't cleaning up. I wasn't keeping things organized. I wasn't as focused as I could be at work. So many things just stem from having peace of mind. And so I was thinking about that, how important it is to just really protect your peace. Protect your peace and guard your heart, and how life is about the simple things. If God is telling you to, detach from people or leave a certain place, it's for the better. It's so that he can give you better. It's so that he can bring you where he needs to bring you. And I always think about too how I was in an abusive relationship. So I'm really grateful for my birthdays, because a while back there was a time around my birthday where I almost died, and I'm not even supposed to be here. So I thank God for that. And that was also being attached to someone that I wasn't supposed to be attached to. So it just makes me grateful for another day, for another year. It reminds me of the goodness of God, and how he has my best interests at heart, and how he has your best interests at heart. And sometimes when you have a birthday, you think about where you're at in life, your position, or you think about what you have. So many of us, if not all of us, we have this timeline of when we want things to happen. I want to be in a serious relationship by this time. I want to be married by this time. I want my car by this time. I want my house by this time. But God has his own timing for all of us, and none of us have the exact same timeline. There's an appointed time for all the major things that are going to happen in our life. And it's so easy to get caught up in comparison. It's hard not to, especially now with social media. You see everything on there, and everybody is showing everything that they have, and everybody is showing everything that they're doing. But it's so important to not be in competition with anybody else, to not worry about what other people have. You have to kind of have blinders on, celebrate for people or whatever, but worry about yourself, like focus on yourself, and not in a negative way. We all have setbacks. We all have a different timeline. The only person we should be comparing any kind of metric to is ourselves. How am I now compared to last year? Am I further along? And I'm not talking about measuring it by what you have. Look at your mental clarity. Is my mind clearer than before? Have I dropped the habits that I need to drop? Have I done what I said I was going to do? Like maybe you said you were going to go to school. Have you applied? Did you go to school? You said you were going to ask for a different position at your job. Did you do that? Any of those things that are going to better you, have you done those things? But only gauge it by yourself. Don't gauge it by other people. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm not talking at anybody. I've been in that place. It's so easy to do, dang, I'm this old and I don't have this and I don't have that. And I live here and they live there. And times when, oh, so and so has a car, but I'm still taking a bus and this and that. And you can look at it from both points of view. It's not good to envy people, and it's not good to compare, because you don't know what they had to go through to get what they have. You have no idea. You don't know. You don't know what they had to go through. And in the same token, no one knows what you are surviving. No one knows what you already survived and why you are where you are. And nobody knows our timeline but God. So it's just not good to compare. Just wait on the Lord. Just do what he's been telling you to do. And that's the true measure of success. We don't know what people are really going through on social media. Nobody is going to show, most people are not going to show the real life issues. Everybody want to post all the good stuff and the vacations and the happy times and everything. And you don't even truly know if somebody is really happy. You don't really know if their relationship is like that. Only God knows. And true success is having Jesus in your life and having accepted him as Lord and Savior, because all these nice little amenities that we can have on earth and all the things that we acquire, we can't take it with us. and we're not going to have it. You know, it's a spiritual walk. None of these things are going to come with us. They're good to have. They make our life easier, but that's not the measure of success. Having Christ in your life, that's the most successful thing you can do, because it blesses you in this life and it blesses you in the life to come, you know? So we just have to gauge things by our own life, our own walk with God, you know, what he's having us to do and stuff. And if we have peace in our mind, it'll help stop us from comparing, and we'll be content. You know, like the word says, godliness with contentment is great gain. We have to have peace. I remember times when I was going through so much where, because I didn't have peace and I was upset about so many things, you know, it was times when I didn't even want to be here anymore. I didn't, you know, I let, what I was going through and all the things going on in my mind make me feel so bombarded that I didn't want to be here anymore. I felt like life wasn't living. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. I was so distraught. Things were so stressful, but the Lord had to speak to my heart, you know. And a lot of times, the thoughts and things that are coming to our minds, especially in hard times, doesn't even have to be our thoughts. You know, so God stepped in and he, you know, just really helped me. He really helped me get through things, you know. He helped clear my mind and stuff like that, and helped me see that he had a plan for my life. And you just have to take one day at a time. That's all we could do. You have to take it one day at a time. You can't compare to anybody. You have to feed yourself positive things. Think good things about yourself. We all have setbacks. We all make mistakes. We all have decisions that we've made that we feel like could be different, could be better, but you're important, you're special. God has a plan. And as long as we're here, we can change things. As long as we're here, things can get better, life can move forward. And it's just a test of endurance. You know how the word says the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one who endures to the end. So we just have to take it day by day and just endure. And you're not enduring alone. God is with you. He's walking us through every step. He's with us every day. He promised to never leave or forsake us, and he won't. So we got to just take one day at a time. We got to protect our peace. Look back, see where you're at, see where God has brought you from. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure none of us will be where we were before. You know, it's not a race. It's not a race, and that you have to just be in accelerated mode and just get there tomorrow. No, take your time, one day at a time. God is walking us through. Find out what his plan for your life is and what you're supposed to do. And only gauge things by yourself. Don't compare to other people. Protect your peace. Simplify your life. Obey God. There were so many people I used to fight the Lord over, you know, not letting go of because I had attachments to them. But my life is better for having listened to God, you know, and gotten out of those things. So I just wanted to share that, you know, some of the things that I was thinking about, looking back on the progress that I've made. Am I where I fully want to be? No, but I'm not where I used to be. And that's success. And I have peace of mind, and I have genuine people surrounding me who love me and care about me. And those are the people that are in my life. And that's what makes it valuable. You know, the good people that are in your life, the people that love you, even if it's one person, it's better than being surrounded by people who don't have your best interest at heart. But be thankful. Be thankful to God for where you're at. Be thankful for what He brought you from. He's bringing you to a better place. You know, no, we're not all going to be millionaires, but you can have a good life. If you stick with God, you'll have a good life. You'll do what He's called you to do. And in my opinion, that's the greatest measure of success. So I just wanted to come on and share that, you know. Look back to reflect, not to be down, but look forward. God has good things for you. He has a good plan for you. Sometimes we're holding on to stuff so tight and we don't want to let go that when God finally does pry it out of our hands, you know, our life done kicked our tail so much, we finally surrender and we're like, all right, we let it go. We're looking down at our hands because it's empty and we're dwelling on what we lost and what we don't have anymore, to the point where we're not looking at what's coming. Don't look at it like, oh, my hands are empty. I had to let go of this. I had to let go of that. No, your hands are empty to receive all the good things that the Lord has for you. Your hands are empty to receive what is truly meant for you. The blessings of the Lord make it rich and add no sorrow. So your hands are open to receive what God truly has for you. Sometimes He has to tear down that old foundation, you know, and build a new one that's based on Him, that's based on the things that He wants for us. So He has good plans. Look forward to those good plans. Simplify your life. Keep things simple. Don't try to keep up with anybody else. Measure your life according to you. Have you done the things you said you were going to do for yourself? Think good thoughts about yourself. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. God made you in His image. He handcrafted you and formed you. You're unique. There is nobody else like you. You're here for a reason and a purpose. You have something great to contribute. God made all of us with at least one gift. At least one gift. And that's your contribution to the world. Find out what it is. You're special. You're unique. There's nobody else like you. Nobody else can do what you do. Even if you're doing something that somebody else is doing, nobody can do it like you. So you got to be you. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. Like somebody said, if you don't be you and you being somebody else, who gonna be you? So you got to be you. Be content. Love your life, you know, do what you've always wanted to do. We have one life. Just do it. Just take that chance. Just do it. If you fail and it doesn't work, just try again. Try again. Like Aaliyah said, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. I love you guys. I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to encourage you. I don't know if it's anything I was thinking about that I forgot. I don't think so. But I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope this helps somebody. So until next time, fight the good fight. I apologize if I triggered anybody, you know, talking about the feelings that I had in the past, but it's just real talk. So I just want to encourage you. Keep pressing, keep moving. You're here for a reason. The world is better because you're in it. It truly is. It's better because you're in it. God knows everything. So He placed you here. He has all wisdom and knowledge. It's for a purpose. It's for a reason. The world is better because you're here. It is. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Think good thoughts about yourself. Sometimes we beat our own selves up, you know. So be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Talk well. Speak well of yourself. As a man thinketh, so is he. Sometimes we hinder our own selves. I'm sorry. I'm acting like a true preacher. I keep trying to. I remember an old school preacher I used to be under. He'd be like, all right, I'm fitting to close. Now he done closed like 5 times and service still going on. I'm the same way. But be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. You're here for a reason. Don't measure success by other people. Measure it by, are you better than you were before? Are you better than you were last year? Are you better than you were months ago? You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. So love up on yourself. Be surrounded by good people. Listen to God. Obey him, even when it's difficult, even when it doesn't seem like it makes sense. He has your best interest at heart. Don't hold on to people because of history or longevity. God knows. God knows. So until next time, fight that good fight of faith. Love you guys.